For the 2017 senior class of 2018, and we will begin with football players. And the first football player we'll recognize is defensive back Waleed Abdullahi. He has been in the North Forsyth program for a year, and he is escorted by his parents, Zayed and Fatia, and siblings Sabrina, Sammy, and Khalid.
Where should I drop
it right now?
Waleed Abdullahi.
I've got the table.
Keep moving a bit. Good headroom.
Next, we recognize running back Sam Atha. Sam is escorted by Steve Atha, his father, and his sister, Kinsey Burke. He has been in the North program for 3 years. Sam Atha.
Get in on the next people, Shelby. I'm not on you, so get on the next people.
Next, we have quarterback Ben Bales. Ben has been in the North program for 4 years, and he's escorted by his father, David Bales,
when they walk away,
his mother, Amy,
I'm probably going to tell you that you're off.
sister Lily Bales, and brother Bill
You
Bales.
go to the next people.
Benjamin Bales.
Okay, you're off. Now go to the next people. And Shelby, you're going to be in 3, 2, 1. Shelby's in. Down here. Alright. Okay. Shelby, go to the next
we have
people.
tight end Clayton Bardall, number 40.
Alright. Okay, you ready?
He is escorted by his parents, Brad and Rachel Bardall.
Okay, Shelby's going to be in 3,
for 4 years.
2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Number 40, Clayton Bardall.
Give me a second. Okay, Shelby, you're out. Go to the next people.
Next we have kicker, Jose Arturo Boizo.
Shelby, you're going to be in 3, 2, 1.
Jose's been in the program for 4 years, and he is escorted by his parents, Jose and Julia, his brother Juan, and sister Griselda.
Okay, good.
Arthur Boizo.
Alright, Shelby, you're out. Got that one a little late. That was my fault. Okay. Shelby,
Next
you're
we
going
have
to be
defensive
in
lineman Will Sharia.
1. You're in.
Will has played in North for 4 years, and he's escorted by his dad, Guillermo Chavarria, his mom, Jessica Flores, brother Austin, and sister Sophia Chavarria.
Alright, Shelby, you're out.
Alright.
Shut up.
Will Chavarria.
Cameras now?
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Alright. Shelby's in
Next
3,
we have defensive back, number 24,
1.
Bryce
Shelby,
Davis.
you're in.
Bryce has been in the North program for 4 years, and he's escorted by his parents,
Next year, we
Mark
gotta either
and
have
Jenny
you or
Davis.
Shelly run that one.
You're still in.
So next year, we either gotta have you or Shelly run that one.
Bryce Davis, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright. Shelby, you're out. Go to the next people.
Next we have outside linebacker, Jean-Pierre Thomas
3,
Decus.
2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Jean-Pierre has been in the program for 4 years. He is escorted by his parents, Amaleve and Kuasi Descu, and his brother Nathan Deku and sister Karen Deku. Jean-Pierre
Okay,
Thomas Deku.
Shelby's
Next
going
we
in
have
at 3,
offensive lineman Daniel
2,
Espinosa.
1. Shelby, you're in.
Daniel's been in the program for 4 years, and he is escorted by his parents, Jose and Ana Maria Espinosa. Daniel Espinosa, ladies and
You're out.
gentlemen. Next we have linebacker and punter
Alright, Shelby, you're
Robert
going in at
Faulkner.
3, 2, 1. Shelby's in.
Robert has also been in the program for 4 years, and he is escorted by his parents, Shane and Jody, and his sister, Kayla Faulkner. Robert Faulkner, everybody.
Alright, you're out.
Wide receiver, Tristan
Shelby, you are
Howard.
in.
Tristan's played for North for all 4 years. He is escorted by his parents, Kim and Scott Howard, and his siblings, Sydney and Finley. Tristan Howard.
All right, Shelby, you're out. Shelby, you're in 3.
Defensive lineman,
2,
Cade
1.
Jensen.
Shelby's in.
Cade has been in the program for 4 years, and he is escorted by Coach David Jensen, his father, and Carissa Jensen.
Yeah, they're really walking really slow.
Number 51, Cade Jensen.
All right, Shelby, you're out. I should have probably held that bar a bit longer.
Next we have
All right, Shelby,
linebacker,
you're gonna
number
be in
33,
3,
Chase
2,
Johnson.
1.
Chase has played in North for 4 years, and he is escorted by his dad, Todd Johnson, and his mom, Claire Johnson.
All right, Shelby, you're out.
Chase Johnson.
Shelby,
Next we
you're
have
gonna be in
linebacker,
3, 2,
Evan
1.
Johnson.
Shelby, you're in.
Evan has been in the program all 4 years, and he's escorted by Brian Johnson, his father, Tricia Caputi, his mother, Bill Caputi, his stepdad, and brother, Andrew Johnson.
All right,
Evan Johnson.
Shelby, you're out. All right, Shelby, you're in
Next
3,
we have wide
2,
receiver,
1.
Chuck Nordholz. Chuck has played at North for 2 years, and he's escorted by his parents, Charlie and Sandy Nordholz. Chuck Nordholz.
You go to what? See, that's perfect.
Okay, Shelby, you're out.
Defensive back and running back, Yao
You're gonna be
Perry.
in 3,
Take her.
1.
Yao has played here at North for 2 years, and he is escorted by his parents, Alfred Atu, and his mom, Antoinette Varsity, and siblings are Darren Perry, Janice Perry, and Rodney Perry.
How are you?
Yao
Shelby,
Perry.
you're out.
All right.
I need a handheld at some point, but I don't know. The wireless.
Shelby, you're coming in 3, 2, 1.
Tight end Preston Peretti.
Is that you moving the
Preston has played here at North for 3 years, and he's escorted by his parents Paul and Melanie, and his sisters Savannah and Mandy Peretti.
Okay.
Preston
Okay,
Peretti.
Shelby, you're out. No, it's not on the live stream. I took it out. All right, Shelby, you're in 3, 2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Running back Jonathan Perez. Jonathan's been in the program for 3 years, and he's escorted by his mother, Matilda
All right, Shelby, you're out.
Mercado. Jonathan Perez.
Shelby, you are going to be in 3, 2, 1.
Next we have place kicker Nicholas Tomasetti. Nicholas has played at North for 2 years, and he's escorted by his parents, Carlo Tomasetti, and his mom, Stacy, and his brother,
All right,
Carson
Shelby, you're
Tomasetti.
out.
Nicholas Tomasetti.
Shelby, you're coming in 3, 2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Next we have number 13, wide receiver, Cedric Touchstone. Cedric has played here at North for 4 years, and he's escorted by his mother,
All right, Shelby, you're out.
dad, Jeremy, his brothers, Bryce and Ian Touchstone. Cedric Touchstone.
All right, Shelby, you're going to be in 3, 2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Linebacker John Allen Whitaker, number 35. John has played here at North for 4 years, and he's escorted by Todd and Dee Whitaker,
All right, Shelby, you're out.
and his sisters Lily, Kate, and Tinley Whitaker. John Allen Whitaker.
Shelby, you're going to be in 3, 2, 1.
Number 85, defensive end, Hampton Wingruber. Hampton's played here for 4 years, and he's escorted by his dad, Harry Wingruber, and his mom, Lisa Wingruber.
Alright, Shelby, you're out. Alright, Shelby, you're gonna be in 3, 2.
And now on to our cheerleaders.
Shelby, you're in. Oh, I know
We'll
that
start
guy.
with Peyton Benvenuto. Peyton has been involved in cheerleading here at North for 4 years, and she's escorted by her parents, Greg and Julie Benvenuto.
Oh,
Peyton
good
Benvenuto.
cheerleaders now. Shelby, you're in 3, 2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Next we have Camille Bird. Camille has been in the program for 4 years, and she's escorted by Sherry Peacock, her mother,
Alright, Shelby, you're out.
Carly Bird, her sister, and Carson Bird, her brother. Camille Bird.
Okay, Shelby, you're in 3, 2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Next we have Mackenzie Clanton. Mackenzie's been cheering here at North for 4 years. She's escorted by Michelle Clanton, her mom, McCaden Clanton, her brother, and she would like to dedicate tonight to her father, Tony Clanton, who has passed away 2 years ago.
Alright, Shelby, you're in.
Mackenzie
3,
Clanton.
2, 1. Shelby, you're in. Hey, Shelby. Alright, I just want
Next
to.
we have Taylor Kennard.
I mean, like, I know you can hear me, but.
Taylor has cheered for 4 years, and she's escorted by her parents, John and Rona Kennard, and her brother, Trey Wren. Taylor
And
Kennard.
you're out.
Next we have Celia Elliott.
Shelby, you are in.
Celia's been cheering in the program for 3 years.
Shelby,
She's
you're out.
escorted by her dad, Steve Elliott.
Shelby, you're
Celia
in.
Elliott.
3, 2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Mary Kate Faulkner. Mary Kate's been cheering for 3 years, and she's escorted by her father, Roy, check that, Chad Faulkner, and her mother, Lori Faulkner.
Shelby, you're out.
Mary Kate Faulkner.
Shelby, you're in 3,
Ashley Goldsberry.
1. Shelby, you're in.
Ashley has cheered at North for all 4 years. She's escorted by her father, Scott Goldsberry, and her mother, Melissa Goldsberry. Ashley Goldsberry.
Shelby, you're out. Shelby, you're gonna be
Next
in
we have
3,
Chansley
2,
Hunt.
1. Shelby, you're in.
Chansley's been cheering at North Forsyth for 4 years, and she's escorted by her parents, Jeff and Tina Hunt. Chansley Hunt.
Shelby, you're out.
Next we have Lacey Levine.
2, 1. Shelby, you're in.
Lacey's been cheering here for 4 years, and she's escorted by her parents, Wade and Jeff Levine, and her sister, Sophie Levine. Lacey Levine.
Shelby, you're gonna be in 3.
Next is Bentley Massey. Bentley has been in the cheerleading program for 3 years, and she's escorted by her mom, Amy Massey. Bentley Massey.
Shelby, you're in. Shelby, you're gonna be in 3.
Next we have Isabel Unifer. Isabel's been cheering at North for 4 years, and she's escorted by her parents, Jeff and Shayna Unifer, her brother Zachary, and sisters Caroline, Olivia, Ava, and Emily. Isabel Unifer. Next Next we have Kendallin Suter. Kendallin is in the North cheerleading program for 1 year, and she's escorted by her mom, Diane Suter. Kendallin Suter. Next we have Aubrey Waters. Aubrey has been in the program for 4 years, and she's escorted by Cammie Koo, her mom, Stephen Koo, her dad, and Alyssa Waters, her sister. Aubrey Waters. Next we have McKenna Watson. McKenna's been cheering here at North for 3 years, and she's escorted by her parents, Kristen Watson and Chris Watson, and her sister, Elena Watson. McKenna Watson. Next we have Sienna Wilson. Sienna's been cheering in the North program for 4 years, and she's escorted by her mother, Sachi Wilson, her father, James Wilson, and her brothers, Lucian and Alex Wilson. Sienna Wilson. And now we move over to the band senior members. We start with Cameron Byside. Cameron is in the drum line. He's been participating for 4 years, and he's escorted by his parents, Greg and Kelly Byside. Cameron Byside.
We saw you down there. See us?
Did you hear us?
Playing the tenor sax, we have Trevor Benning. Trevor's been in the program for 4 years, and he's escorted by his parents, Richard and Heather Benning. Trevor Benning. Playing the mellophone, we have Johnny Carter. Johnny's been in the band for 4 years, and he's escorted by his parents, Mika and Johnny Carter, and Warren Christopher Rogers, his sister Sophia Carter, and brother Jafar Carter. Johnny Carter. Next we have playing the trombone, Humberto Espinosa. Humberto has been in the program for 4 years, and escorted by Lily and Humberto Espinosa Sr. Humberto Espinosa.
Hey, where's you are?
Close.
Yeah. They're right there.
What kind of candy bars do they have up there?
They're like
Next from the fall guard,
Hershey almonds.
we have Allison Brady.
Like Musketeer?
Allison has been in the marching band for 3 years, and escorted by Anthony Frady and Heidi Frady. Allison Frady. Playing the trumpet, we have David Haynes. David's been in the program for 4 years and is escorted by his mother, Sandra Haynes Poisson. David Haynes.
$9.25 down here. For what you're singing? What'd you give me?
Next we have playing the sousaphone,
We'll just have to borrow money from them.
Corey Ilkovich. Corey's been in the program for 4 years and escorted by mom, Irina Ilkovich, and dad, Alex Ilkovich. Corey Ilkovich. Next we have a trumpetist, Andy Johnston. And he has been in the band for 4 years and is escorted by his parents, Rob and Dawn Johnston. Andy Johnston. Playing the baritone, we have Dylan Jordan. Dylan has been in the program for 4 years, and Dylan is escorted by his parents, Brian and Wendy Jordan, grandparents Ezra and Sandra Jordan, and another set of grandparents, Rebecca and Donald Cohagen. Dylan Jordan. Next we have AJ Laura, playing the baritone. He's been in the program for 4 years, and he's escorted by Adam Laura Sr., Ruth Laura, his mother, Beth Ann Laura, the sister, and Jonathan Laura, his brother. AJ Laura. Next we have Zachary Martin. Zachary has played clarinet in the band for 4 years, and he's escorted by his mom and dad, Heather and Richard Martin. Zachary Martin. Next we have Matthew McFadden. Matthew has played alto sax in the band for 4 years, and he is escorted by his mom, Susan McFadden, and dad, Michael McFadden. Matthew McFadden. Bryce Make. Bryce has played alto sax in the band for 4 years, and he's escorted by his parents, Jay and Jennifer Make. Bryce Make. Lindsay O'Savin. Lindsay is in the fall guard, and she's been a member of the guard for 4 years. Lindsay O'Savin. From the drum line, we have Claire Pearson. Claire's been in the drum line for 4 years, and she's escorted by her father, Brent Pearson, and her sister, Polly Pearson. Claire Pearson. From the fall guard, we have Elizabeth Poisson. Elizabeth has been in the guard for 3 years, and she's escorted by her father, Pete Poisson. Elizabeth Poisson.
Just thank you.
From the drum line, we have Joey Reynolds. Joey's been in the drum line for 4 years, and he's escorted by his parents, Joey and Virginia Reynolds. Joey Reynolds. Next we have Sean Robertson. Sean has played tenor sax in the band for 4 years, and he's escorted by Roe and Kristen Robertson. Sean Robertson.
Oh, yeah.
Next we have Lorena Sanchez. Lorena has been in the fall guard for 4 years, and she's escorted by her parents, Antonio and Lorena Sanchez, and her sisters, Isabel and Mariana Sanchez. Lorena Sanchez. And our final senior, Christopher Shoffett. Jasper has been in the band for 4 years, and he is this year's drum major. He is escorted by his parents, Hal and Lori Shoppett. Chris Shoppett. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for your 2017 seniors from the football team, the cheerleading squad, and the Raider Marching Band.
The real Helby. I'm really entertaining that.
I'm gonna be sitting up here and watch the game. I don't get
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're being told that there is an orange Land Rover with their lights on.
Up and to the right, just a little bit.
If you own an orange Land Rover, there's a chance your lights are on.
Yeah. A little bit down. Okay, keep it there. Keep it there. I don't have my license yet. I have my permit.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as our nation's colors are marched onto the field by the Marine Corps Junior Reserve Training Corps Color Guard. The Color Guard Sergeant carrying the nation's colors is Cadet Captain Jovan Sanchez. The Marine Corps colors are carried by Cadet Sergeant Ryan Hennessy. The right rifleman is Cadet Sergeant Sean Kelly. The left rifleman is Cadet Sergeant Jacqueline Palmer.
Alright. So are you ready?
The national anthem will be sung by our senior chorus members.
It's on you, so.
And it will be signed by Kaylee Palak,
Alright.
signing an ASL.
Zach, can you do a tight on them, on the chorus? No, it's not. So just. Okay, you're there? Whenever they start singing, I'm gonna put them on mute. And then it's gonna go to you, Shelby.
I'll wait till we're done.
It's only gonna go to Zach for like a little bit, so be ready, Shelby. Alright, Zach, it's gonna go to you in 3, 2, 1. Zach, you ready?
Can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Who rushed like and bright stars through the perilous fight? For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, it grew through the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, sing the sad star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free, of the free, and the home
Just go back to wide. Yep. Shelby, just follow them. Yeah, okay, yeah. I know.
How are you? Oh, Jeff coming up. Popcorn?
Sure.
See if we
switch off in like, I'll tell you when I'm going to switch off. Switching off in 3, 2, 1. Switch off. What do you guys usually do?
Can you hear it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear. Last week.
North looks to bounce back from a blowout loss at home against Forsyth.
Don't sound like a robot. Just talk.
No, I don't have it on. So we're all set.
Just whatever, dude. You can be fine.
You are looking live at beautiful Raider Valley in Coal Mountain, Georgia. Tonight's contest features two 2-1 teams in 7A Region 5. West comes into tonight looking to spoil senior night for the Raiders. They sit at 6-2, 2-1 overall in the region, while North is at 5-3. North looks to bounce back from a blowout loss at home against South Forsyth. What do you think about tonight's matchup, Dad?
Well, first off, welcome to the box.
Thanks,
tonight,
Dad.
it's a big night. It's senior night. These guys want to go out on top in what could be their last home game, but they're playing for something even more important than that. If they can win tonight and win next week on the road at Milton, then they've all but guaranteed at least one home playoff game. So that's really the overall goal, is to get that home playoff game. And again, going out on top on senior night is a great memory for everybody that's ever played high school football or college football. It's always important to win that last game because it's the one you're always going to remember.
No doubt about it. North comes in tonight under the leadership of Ben Bales, who is 163 of 265 for 2,337 passing yards. He's averaging 14.6 yards a pass, 297.1 yards a game. He's got 22 touchdowns, but interceptions were a struggle last week. He threw 4. 3 of them were returned for touchdowns, and he's thrown 10 interceptions through the whole season. He's got a QBR of 102.7. What can you tell me about Bales this year?
Well, Bales has been outstanding, except for, like we said last week, against South. But he's going to look to have a much better game today. It's never good to lose, but when you lose like that, it gives coaches plenty to work on and plenty of things to perfect. So I think they're going to be okay. I think you're going to see a lot of multiple formations, a lot of running, a lot of throwing, a lot of tackling. Just the basics. Those are the things that you're going to have to work on. The kids, I think, are in good spirits. For South, they were very high the whole week.
How was the vibe in the school this week?
This week, I think it's a little bit more grounded. They know what they're playing for, and several of them told me that the biggest thing is the biggest thing is to try and get that home field advantage, since we haven't had a home playoff game since 2001, which was the Georgia Dome team.
All right. Looks like we're about to start. Arthur Boiseau tees it up from the right hash.
Is he on?
And we're underway. Boiseau's got a good kick. Caught at about the 5-yard line. Taking it to the left side of the field. Flag on the play. And it looks like he stepped out of bounds. Number 3, that is Abraham Camera, defensive back and wide receiver for West Forsyth. Good return, but there was a flag on the play.
Well, that's one of the things you worry about on senior night is kids too excited and they mess up in the beginning of the game. Fortunately, you got a penalty there that's going to push West back. Really, the defense was outstanding last week at times against South. So I'm kind of glad to have the defense on the field first.
Other times, the defense looked completely misplaced and confused. So it's all about how are they going to line up? How are they going to respond? So it's 1st and 10 from the West Forsyth 14. Their West Forsyth quarterback is Zach Burns. Burns takes a shotgun snap. Stuffed right up the middle. Oh, never mind. He's still going. Carter Mullican, number 7 with the tackle. That's number 2.
West likes to line up in lots of different types of formations. We've seen them on film in the eye. They were in the shotgun with 3 running backs in the backfield.
Yes, sir.
They're going to line up in all kinds of different formations, which is tough to defend because you don't know what they're going to do.
West lines up in the pistol. To the right, to the left. Burns, direct snap. And we read that perfectly as number 2, Cade Vila, is dropped for a loss in the backfield by number 33, Chase Johnson.
You're right. They did read that perfectly, and that trick play ran right into the teeth of the defense on that play.
North was ready for the trick play. It's gotten them twice the past 2 games. Trips to the left. Burns in shotgun. Lone man to the right, running back to the right of Burns. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like it's offsides on the defense. We hate to commit a penalty like that. You had them 3rd and 7. Now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, and you're right. But again, as I said, it's senior night. You're playing for a home field playoff spot. Kids get excited, and the concentration isn't always 100%. So
no, it's not.
Better to do these mistakes early than in the 4th quarter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
that's a great point. All right. 1 to the right, 1 to the left, out wide for Burns. Burns keeps it and is tackled, but it looks tackled by number 7, Carter Mulliken, but it looks like he's going to get the first down. Defense stopped that, but he fell forward, picked up the first down.
Yeah, they got what they needed, and now they got a fresh set of downs.
So it's 1st and 10 for West Forsyth on their own 25. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Burns. Running back on offset to his right. Burns rolls to his right. Now looking. He's trying to escape, and he just throws it outside. He throws it away.
Good job by North's defense on the coverage. He didn't have anybody to pass to, and they closed the running lanes down, particularly on the end. The quarterback for West is a good runner. He's a run-first kind of guy. So they had both things covered on that,
yes,
which is going to be tough to do tonight.
Smart play by Burns instead of taking the sack, throwing it away. You'd much rather it be 2nd and 10 than 2nd and 15, 2nd and 20, because we were definitely with them on that play. 2 running backs in the backfield. Looks like a fullback to the right and the running back behind him. He's got 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Now the running back goes in motion. Zone read up over the middle and pulls it, passes incomplete. Pass was intended for number 15, Garrett Woodall. 3rd and 10 from the 25. Love to get a stop here.
Yeah, absolutely. Big 3rd down. And again, as you saw, West doesn't sub anybody, but they line up in a different formation every play. So it's tough to defend.
Motion to the left. Drops back, pressure, and they dropped him for a loss. That's number 51, Kay Jensen, with the sack. Loss of 5 on the play. It'll be 4th and 15, and West Forsyth is going to punt.
Hey, that's a good way for the defense to start off. Looked like the quarterback was going to get out of trouble and run. Yeah, defense did a great job on that play in the secondary as well.
Honus Wagner and Carter Mulliken back deep to return Burns' punt. And it's a line drive kick. Mulliken fair catches it about their own 42-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, North Forsyth from their own 42.
Good field position for North.
Great field position. Last week, their average field position was at the 19-yard line because of all the touchbacks that South kicker had. But good starting field position for North this week. Bales lines up in the shotgun. He's got 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Trigg in the backfield with him. Takes a snap, screen pass to Trigg. Trigg cuts it up, pick up about 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 44-yard line.
Some of the keys that I thought about for tonight's game were things that we didn't see last week against South. The biggest thing is North has to establish drives. It can't be the deep ball all the time. they've got to get Trigg more involved. He only had 39 yards rushing
Bales
last
empty
week.
set. Screen to set. Touchdown. He drops the ball. It's incomplete, thankfully. It was a forward pass. We didn't see a lot of trips last week, did we?
No.
Another thing that North's offense has to do is establish a run game and try and get 3 or 4 on first down. Instead of 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 4, you've got a long 3rd and 8. Twins to both sides. Mullen in motion. Triggs in the shotgun. Bill's in the shotgun. Bill's over the middle to Howard. Ooh! Oh. Howard takes a big hit. Pass is incomplete. It'll be 4th and 8 for the Raiders. Boy, that was a big hit, wasn't it, Dad?
That was a big hit. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Bales, I tell you what, offensive line did a great job. Great protection. Bales had a great throw, and the hit was just too jarring to be able to make that catch. But that's a good sign that plays like that are going to be open as the night goes on.
Robert Faulkner on the punt. Stands it around his own 30-yard line. Gets away a high kick. Plenty of hang time, and goes out of bounds at about the 30-yard line for West. So it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 30 for the Wolverines. Burns lines up in the shotgun. He's got backs to both sides. Twins to the right, one man to the left. Number 23, Parker Hannon with the carry. It's a pickup of about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Wolverines at the 36-yard line.
Looks like 43 Faulkner is banged up on the play.
Yeah, he's
grabbing his wrist.
He's coming out holding his wrist. You never want anybody to get hurt.
Well, Faulkner had a great game last week along with Evan Johnson defensively.
One man to the right, trips to the left for Burns. Burns has a lone back in the shotgun. Hand off to number 2, and he gets through the second level. He's on his way. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, West Forsyth. That's number 2, Cade Vila. This is not the way we wanted to start. It's 6-0 West Forsyth with the point after on its way. Number 14, Bryce Jones on to attempt the extra point. And it's up and right down the middle. And so West Forsyth draws first blood and is up 7-0. Well, Dad, it looked like we had him there for a second. I mean, there were definitely purple shirts around the ball. He just sort of slipped through the second level.
Yeah, he did. Basically what West does,
arm tackle.
They do a lot of what we would call dives out of the I formation, only they're doing it out of a shotgun with a split back formation, which means they're going to be able to run a lot of option, a lot of down, and a lot of fullback plays. So these are quick hitting plays when you're running it out of a shotgun. And when you spread people out, it gives less defenders in the box to be able to make the tackle. And on that one, that was just speed. He got to the second level and he was gone. What'll be interesting to see is how does North respond, especially after last week?
Yeah.
How do they respond after a big play? This has got to be a 4-quarter game. West is a good team. It's going to be a 4-quarter game.
Bryce Jones tees it up on the left side of the field. Back deep to return for North, number 7, Carter Mulliken. It's a good kick. Mulliken catches it in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So North will start at their own 20. On the last drive, Bills was 1 for 3 with 2 yards with the completion to Bryson Trigg. Touchdown had one drop, just sort of went in and out of his hands, and then, of course, the big hit on Howard. So I'd like to start off better on this drive than the first drive. Twins for Bales on both sides. Bales hands it up, fakes the handoff to Bryson Trigg. Pass complete to Cedric Touchdown. And Touchdown picks up about 6. So it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 36-yard line. Chase Johnson subs in for Tristan Howard. Got a fullback in the backfield. They send number 9, Nicky Delmullen, in motion. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Trigg up the middle. He still drives his feet. Picks up about 1. So it'll be third and about 4 for North. Boys, West had that all the way. They weren't phased a bit.
It looked like North pulled in another block or 2 in order to try and spring Trigg. I think Trigg probably should have broken it to the outside on that one instead of going up the middle.
2 to the right, 1 to the left for Bales. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Looking, pass complete. That's Delmullen again. Pickup of about 7. It'll be 1st and 10 from the North 35.
Well, what we've seen so far is West is playing sort of a soft man, but it looks like those pass routes to the outside are going to be open, which should open up runs for Trigg later on.
Double twins on both sides for Bales. Trigg is in the shotgun with Bales. Checks over the sideline, read the play. Bales takes a shotgun snap and fakes the handoff to Trigg. Floats it up. Another great catch by Delmullen. Kept both feet in. Pick up a 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for North. Boy, that fresh set of downs is what we needed.
Yeah, again, I like those pass plays to the outside because it's going to force the linebackers for West to drop back in coverage more, which, again, should give the offensive line a little bit of an advantage. Should help out the running game tremendously. But North has to be patient. They can't throw long passes that get intercepted because they want to throw long passes.
To the right, 1 to the left. Bales rides Trigg forward. Trigg bursts into the 2nd level, and he picks up 5 yards, and that will be enough for a Raider first down. Good run by Trigg. He kept his legs moving and just bowled over number 33 for the first down.
Yeah, and like I said like 30 seconds ago, again, once you start to open up those pass routes on the outside, it's going to create better opportunities for the running game.
To the right, 1 to the left for Bales. Bales hands it off to Bryson Trigg. Trigg up the middle. Pick up a 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Raiders. Good carry by Trigg.
Yeah, I like these calls on offense right now. What you're seeing them establishing a little bit of a drive. You got to figure out what kind of offensive identity you're going to have. You need to be able to run and pass.
Hand off to Trigg again. Trigg looks like he gets about 2. It'll be 3rd and a long 1 for the Raiders. On this drive, North's 1 for 1 on 3rd down. And looks like North calls the timeout.
Looks like they didn't have enough people on the line of scrimmage, and Coach Kraft was trying to get the wide receiver to be on.
Yeah.
The rule is you have to have 7 people on the line of scrimmage. They only had 6. So I think Coach Kraft called the timeout there.
No reason to turn a 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6. We don't need that. We want 3rd and manageable. That's what our offense thrives at.
We specialize in advanced football line treatments for patients of all ages, including aesthetic, clear brackets, and vision. We would like you to get in the game of cardiac and score.
So the Raiders are back on the field. 3rd and 1 from the west. 47-yard line. Twins for Bales. Trigg up the middle. And it looks like he got just enough for a Raider first down. Yes, they're signaling the chains to move. And that's a first down for North Forsyth. So good carry for Trigg. All determination there. Right,
it was. He kept churning. He kept turning his legs and pushed forward. That's a big first down.
Blocker in the backfield along with Bales and Trigg. To the left, one to the right. Trigg goes up the middle again, and looks like he lost about half a yard on that play. West was in the backfield. They read that coming. To the left, one to the right for Bales. Trigg in the backfield to the left of him. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Dumps it off to the screen pass for Trigg. Trigg gets into the secondary. And it looks like it's enough for a Raider first down. Right at the sticks.
Oh, again, that was a good play. That was a great read by Bales. I don't know if it was, I think Trigg was probably his third option. Everybody ran deep. Trigg was open in the backfield.
Nope, looks like they're signaling 3rd and inches. Whole lot rather have this than 3rd and 11. Right, Dad? Twins to the right for Bales. Hands it off to Trigg, and Trigg is stuffed in the backfield. No gain. What do you think here, Dad? Do you think Coach Kraft will go for it?
Yeah, I would.
They're sending in 2 big fellas.
You're on their side of the field, and yeah, it looks like they added 2 more.
Looks
two
like
more
they're going
linemen.
heavy package.
Yep.
Delmoen out wide to the right. Bales gets under center. Hand off to Trigg. Trigg gets the first down. Ooh, and more. And they threw a flag. That's a flag. Looks like a face mask. Looks like he got a hold of Trigg's face mask. But it doesn't matter. The call's irrelevant. Trigg picked up 2 on that play. And it's enough for a Raider first down. It is, in fact, a personal foul face mask on West Forsyth. That's their first penalty of the night. And they're going to tack on the penalty yardage. Oh, right. West had another penalty on the kickoff, holding that knocked back a really good return.
Well, it's a good way to get a first down is by earning it the way Trigg did. That was a great play, but it also helps when you add 15 on a personal foul.
1st and 10 from the West 18-yard line. Bales in the pistol, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking deep for the end zone, and he overshoots Charlie Aiken.
Wow, Tristan Howard was wide open in the end zone. Yeah. But again, that's a good sign, because if West is confused right now, those plays are going to continue to be open.
It wasn't a bad throw by Bales. Bales just threw it. It was just a little bit too high. Pistol set. Aiken to the right. They bring number 16, Tristan Howard in motion. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Hand off to Trigg. Trigg goes to the outside, now cuts it back inside. And pick up of 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the West 17 for North. There were at least 3 white jerseys in the backfield on that. They made Trigg cut it to the inside where he didn't want to go, and they were there to swallow him up.
Well, I mean, it definitely looks like they're concentrating on Trigg. They don't want him beating him.
Twins to both sides. Draw to Trigg. Trigg up the middle. Keeps churning, and looks like it's a pickup of about 5 or 6. Looks like 6. It'll be 4th and 3. And they send out Arthur Boiseau and the field goal team to try and put 3 on the board.
You know what, I think that's a good call. I think last week we stopped them on the big 4th down play, and there's all that momentum. And then the very next play, we threw it for an interception. So on this 3rd down, that was probably a good call to try and get it on the ground. If you don't get it, you've got a reliable senior kicker.
This is about a 30-yard field goal for Boiseau. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up and away. The kick is good. Splits the uprights. And North is now down 7-3. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Raider Sports Network. West is on top of North. There's 3:04 to play in the first quarter. Arthur Boiso tees it up on the right side of the field. We'll see how the kickoff coverage does. The last kickoff was a bust. If it wasn't for the penalty, things might have been different. Let's see how it goes.
You want to be solid in the kicking game. You don't want to give up anything cheap, especially on senior night.
Sort of a line drive squib. Feels it. They field it at the 18. And he spins around. He spins around. Good return. They'll start from their own 38-yard line. I don't know if that just came funny off of Boiso's foot, but it did not look like it was hit solid. Well, last drive for West, they got a first down or two, but North managed to corral them and force them to punt.
See if they can do it again. Again, the thing that fascinates me about West is they don't sub anybody, but they line up in a different formation every play. So the defensive coordinators for North, they have to make sure they've got the right kids on the field for any kind of multiple formation, which means that there could be a lot of guessing.
Yeah. Trips right, handoff to number 20. Handoff to number 20, looks like 21. That is Saxby Waxter with the carry and a pickup of 11 yards. Ball's on North 49, or ball's on West 49, and that's enough for a Wolverine first down.
That was a good play by West. They had a good push on the offensive line.
Yes, they did.
Again, when they line up in the shotgun and they're doing the little zone read, it's essentially what it is it's just a dive play.
To the left, one to the right. And he slips in the backfield. Looks like he picked up about 1 yard.
That's a good thing he slipped.
They
blocked. Yeah, they blocked that well.
Left side of the field was definitely open.
They blocked that well. West it looks like they've got a good offensive line. The big, strong kids, and they can move. Not near the size what we saw last week against South, but they're good at what they do. West is 6-2, and they average less than 300 yards total offense a game. So they're more of a pound them, ground control, run the clock out type team.
2nd and 10 for Burns. Burns hands it up, keeps it. There's flag on the play. And he looks like he's forced out by number 7, Carter Mullican. There's definitely a flag on the play. Flag landed at midfield. I didn't see anything. And it looks like it'll be holding on West. So that'll back him up 10 yards from the spot. The spot occurred at midfield. So
well, that's a good break for North. Really, I don't know that West is a great passing team. So, now you're looking at 2nd and 20
from their own 40.
You're forcing them into a place where they're not really in a comfort zone, having to make long throws or anything like that. Not that they'll try and get everything back all at once, but this is definitely an advantage for North.
We'll see if the defense can capitalize off the penalty. West comes out, trips to the right. One man to the left, sends number 21, Saxby Waxter, in motion. Waxter catches it on a screen pass. And it looks like he picks up about 9 and gets back to the original line of scrimmage for West. Nope, yard ahead, so pick up a 10.
Well, that was a good play. The receivers did a great job blocking downfield, and they definitely got half of that back at least. Now you have the third down. You have a third down that's a little bit more manageable. North needs to do a better job on that.
I mean, North didn't make contact with the running back until he was already in the second level. Trips to the left for West, rolls out, pass is complete to number 14, Bryce Jones. Again, they're not throwing the ball deep. They're doing these short intermediate routes, and they're getting their quarterback, Zach Burns, in space. They're rolling him out, which is good for West because Burns is a talented runner. So they pick up 11. 1st and 10 from the North Forsyth 37.
Yeah, that was a good play by West. They got the exact amount of yardage that they needed for the first down. North had them at 2nd and 20. The defense has to do a better job.
Well, it looks like they stuffed. It looks like that's Waxter, number 21, in the backfield. Loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11 from the 38.
Good play there by the defensive line. They got in the backfield and stopped him there.
Poor Waxter didn't have a chance. He was swallowed up as soon as he got the ball. West comes out, trips to the left, bunched, close to the line of scrimmage. One man to the right. Play action. Burns steps up. Now he's going to run. Gets to the second level, puts a move on, and is tackled by number 33, Chase Johnson. And it looks like that's right at the sticks. And it'll be 3rd and 1. And that's the end of the first quarter. Your score, West 7, North Forsyth 3. You're listening to the Raider Sports Network. We're taking a break. Looks like number 23 with the carry. That's Parker Hannon. Pick up a 2 is enough for a West first down.
West has a great kicker, number 14.
Bryce Jones.
Bryce Jones. He's got the long for the year in the county. He made a 52-yarder against Milton, so they're definitely already in his range.
Speaking of
this
Milton,
would be a big stop for North if West could come away with no points.
Speaking of Milton, Milton and Lambert are tied at 7 through a quarter of play. Twins to the left, and it looks like it's a timeout called by West. You are listening to the Raider Sports Network. Thank you for listening. 5.
First down, West Supply.
2 wide receivers split, 1 on each side. They've got 4 men in the backfield, counting the quarterback. Burns rolls to his right, or his left, and he gets in the second level, and he slides to avoid, looks like number 3, Jonathan Fleming. Slides down at about the 6-yard line for North. First and goal for West. North still subbing people off the field. West looks like they're ready to run another play. West rolls to the left again. Stood up at about the 2. They're getting Burns in space.
Yeah, they are. When they line up like that, it's basically like the old single wing offense that they used to run in like the 1920s. Especially with Notre Dame and the 4 horsemen. But what you're looking at with West is, the quarterback is essentially a running back right now. You're right. They're trying to get him in space. He may be their best overall talent as far as getting in the end zone goes.
Not to mention the fact that he's got 3 blockers in the backfield. Burns takes a snap under center, and the running back is short. He's short, just short of the goal line is where the officials are marking him. Can North get a goal line stop? West is looking to hurry up. Burns under center. He's got 3 men in the backfield, and he sneaks into the end zone, and that one's definitely a touchdown. That's Burns' first of the night. And West now takes the lead 13-3 with the extra point about to be tried.
Well, it would have been big to be able to stop them. You hate to go down 14-3, but again, the good news is that North has a really good offense and can score points. And we've already driven the ball on them once. And it's going to be a 4-quarter game.
Bryce Jones, who took the extra point, it's up. It's right down the middle. South Forsyth with a 1-yard touchdown run from Burns, picks up from Zach Burns, scores now 14-3. That was a good drive. North's defense looked confused, especially down by the goal line. They were still subbing people in and out. Defense looked scattered.
Yeah, they did. They need to sort of regroup, and they're probably tired. That was a long drive. That drive started with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. They had the ball a really long time. And again, that's what they do. They're a ball control offense. They have big plays offensively, but it's not like what we've seen at North. North has 4 receivers with 400 yards receiving or more. West has 1 that has over 100 yards receiving for the year. So from a standpoint, if you're comparing offensive production, North's offensive production is much higher than what West has been able to produce all year. But
it's not higher at this point.
No,
North's down 14-3. Bryce Jones sees it up.
This is what West wants. You get a lead, run the clock, get first downs, and get out of here with a win. That's what they want to do.
Jones sees it up, left side of the field. Booming kick. Looks like
good kick.
Mulligan caught it in the end zone. So North will start at their own 20. It was a good kick. He caught it about 5 deep in the end zone.
It was a good kick. Again, here's what North has to do: establish drives. It would be great to have a big play and score and get the crowd back into it and that sort of thing. But the thing that we lacked last week was the drive. We need some drives to get our defense some rest and just sort of to establish something, whatever we want to do on offense.
Mullen stood up. Looks like a pickup of 2. They were in trips that play. Boy, you'd like to get more than 2 or 3 on first down. 2 or 3 is nice, but we want second down to be manageable. Bales takes a snap, hand up. Bales keeps it on the zone read. And it looks like he picks up about 4 yards. 3rd and about 3 from their own 27-yard line.
It's actually good to see that play by Bales.
We didn't see him run at all.
No, that hasn't happened in a long time. So
Bales alone in the shotgun. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. West isn't playing his safety. Maybe something over the middle. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Intermediate route to Down Mullen. What a catch. And that is enough for a first down. Pickup of about 6 or 7. Looks like they're going to give him 7 on that play.
Yeah, that was a great play. That was a great play by the receiver.
Great catch by Down Mullen.
He ran a great route. Bales put the pass right on the money. That was a diving catch. Great play.
Same formation. Bales looks to hurry it up. Bales takes a snap. Screen to touchdown. Touchdown. Gets into the... He's still going. And that screen pass picks up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Well, again, I like those quick hitting plays that they're calling right now. And our receivers are so good and so athletic that they are one missed tackle away from taking it to the house.
He almost did. He was still spinning.
That was almost a really big play.
Dad, I tell you, West looked confused on that play. Bales trips to the left, 1 man to the right. Bales looking downfield to the right side. He's got Aiken, and Aiken's down at about the 17-yard line for West. No.
I like it. That's the first deep pass that they've thrown all night, which is great. If you compare that to a week ago, we had already thrown 5 or 6.
I tell you, Bales played the eye game perfectly. He looked at his 3 guys to the left and then put a dime.
He sure did. He sure did.
Aiken's arms.
If you look now, West has backed up their linebackers almost immediately. It only takes one of those.
Looking for the end zone, overthrew touchdown. There was a little bit of contact on the play, but no flag.
Well, they've gone to the sideline on the long play to Aiken. Now they tried the post touchdown. I wonder if they go back to the sidelines.
Johnson, Trigg, and Bales are in the backfield. Bales looking to the outside. Threw it too far for Charlie Aiken's outstretched arms. It'll be 3rd and 10 from West's 17-yard line. Boy, you'd hate to get a field goal here. I mean, points are points, but you need 7 to get back in this.
You know what? You're right. You do need points, and it looks like North was more confused on that play than West was. West is playing man on the outside boundary.
Trigg to the right of Bales. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Bales looking for Down Mullen in the end zone, and it's incomplete. The corner made a good play on that.
Well, it was good coverage too.
Broken up by number.
Well,
broken up by number 6.
The bad thing about that is Bales never looked at anybody else. There was one-on-one coverage on the outside, and that's who he was going to.
Field goal team trots onto the field. Arthur Boyce is 1 for 1 tonight. Looks like the field goal will be from about the 22-yard line, which is a 32-yard field goal. He's 1 for 1 on the night. He hit it from 30. Good snap, good hold, kicks on the way. No good. Hooked it right. Boy, you hate to have a good drive like that and come away with nothing.
Well, you do, but you know what? Boise has been a dependable kicker all year.
Yes, he has.
And if we need another one, I know he'll put it through. He's a great kid, and he's had a great career here. But you're right, that came at a bad time.
Yes, it did. Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for West at the North 19.5-yard line.
Well, and what we look at now is momentum. You had a long pass play. You established some sort of a drive. You took it down the field, and you came away with no points. There's 8 minutes, 14 seconds on the clock. Let's see what West does as far as running the clock down, ball control, and what they call offensively. We haven't stopped it yet.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Burns in the shotgun. He's got Waxton in the backfield. Burns keeps it. Drags a couple of people. Only picks up 1. That was a lot of effort on Burns' part for 1 yard.
When you look at what West is doing offensively, it reminds me a lot of Georgia Tech.
Yes, it does.
But only they're running it out of the shotgun to spread people out. The quarterback has a run-first mentality, and again, that dive play, it's just like running it out of the eye.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Same set for West. Pulls it, looking for the deep ball down the middle of the field, and it's picked off. It's picked off. It looks like nope. They're saying it's incomplete. He almost had an amazing, spectacular one-handed catch. That was broken up by number 24, Bryce Davis.
But that was a great play
What
by
a
Davis.
play.
That was a great play by Davis. Davis and Wagner both have been great all year.
In the secondary, yes, they have.
And he closed in on that because 4 had him beat, and Davis ran it down and got in front of it. You're right, that was almost a spectacular interception. And again, in a game like this, defense can score. Yeah,
Yes,
we need points.
West huddles up. There's 7:32 to go in the second quarter. 3rd and 8. Ball on West zone 22-yard line. Double twins for Burns. Burns rolling to his left. Looks, throws it, and it's incomplete. Great breakup. Looks like that's number 3, Jonathan Fleming. Great play.
That's what
Smacked it away from him.
That's what West likes to do. They like to get their quarterback out in the flats, and they like for the defensive end to guess. If the defensive end sort of stops and looks like he's going to play the pass,
There's a
then
flag on the play.
Quarterback runs it.
There was a flag on the play. It was for holding. North Forsyth declined it, so.
That was a great stop by the defense after not getting any points. This is exactly what they need. A great punt return would be just what the doctor ordered here.
We had one against Lambert, but it got called back. Carter Mulliken and number 4, Honus Wagner, are back deep. Burns with a good punt. Drops back, and it looks like it goes out of bounds right at. Ooh, they're marking him up. They're marking him up at the at West's 40-yard line.
That was a 20-yard punt.
You hate to have that as West, but maybe this will provide the spark that our offense needs.
Oh, you couldn't ask for better field position. Now, how tempting would it be right here to try and throw one in the end zone?
Shot.
Yeah, take a deep shot.
I don't know. West doesn't have a safety over the middle, so maybe a middle shot. Twins for both sides. Trigg to the left of Bales. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Rise Trigg forward. Good play fake by Bales, but West read that all the way. There were 3 or 4 white jerseys around Trigg when he got the ball.
Well,
so he picks up 1.
The problem with Bales not tucking it and running more than one time in the last 3 weeks is it's easier to key on Trigg. Bales isn't really going to be a threat to run, so that's what they're doing. They've got 4 down linemen, looks like 3 linebackers, and I think all 3 linebackers were on that tackle on Trigg on that last play.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for Bales. Bales hands it off to Trigg. Trigg gets in space, and it looks like he picks up about 3, so it'll be 3rd and a long 6 for North. Good carry by Trigg.
It's a tough run, but yeah, again, 3rd and 6.
That's his 6th of the night.
With our offense, we're capable of scoring from anywhere, but 3rd and 6 isn't something we want to see consistently.
2 wide receivers set to both sides. Bales in the pistol, Trigg a couple yards behind him. They send number 9, Del Mullen, in motion. Now in motion him back. Bales looks left again. And the pass complete. What a catch by Del Mullen. And it looks like that is just enough for a Raider first down. They're going to spot him exactly at the 30-yard line. And they move the chains, and that's a Raider first down.
Boy, that was a great play.
Great catch by Del Mullen.
Yeah, it was. Boy,
he went up and took it away from 2
he
left
did.
defenders.
Just like in basketball, he was boxing out for a rebound. That was a great play. Great throw by Bales. He put it exactly where it had to be.
1 to the left, 2 to the right for Bales. Hands it off to Trigg. Trigg gets through the second level. Trigg breaks free. 10, 5, touchdown, North Forsyth. Well, that was just what the doctor ordered.
Absolutely.
Trigg takes it 22 to the house.
That was great. I was just going to say, I like the fact that they're trying to establish the run. They were giving Trigg the ball. He was getting 2 yards here, 3 yards there. West is really concentrating on him. Then you complete a few passes here and there, and all of a sudden, Trigg breaks one long for a touchdown. Great play.
PAT pending from Arthur Boizo. Good snap, good hold, kicks up and away. It's good, but whistles blue. Looks like a false start on North. That's North's penalty. North's first penalty of the night. Loss of 5. It was a good kick by Boiso, landed in the bushes.
Yeah, it almost hit the gym.
Bag it up. This will be a 25-yard extra point. He missed from 32, made from 30. Snaps away. Good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. And North Forsyth strikes back against West. It's 14-10. They're still down, but it still feels manageable. You're listening to the Raider Sports Network. Welcome back to Raider Valley. Score's 14-10, but it still felt manageable at 14-3, but now it feels a whole lot closer at 14-10. What do you think, Dad?
Yeah, I'm a whole lot happier with it being 14-10. I'd like it to be us on top, but after going down 14-3, I'm glad. It's good to see the defense respond. It's good to see the offense get back into some sort of rhythm, and it's always good to see Trigg and score a touchdown.
Boiseau tees it up from the right side of the field. Good kick. Looks like they take it from about the 2-yard line. That's number 3, and he gets into the second level. What a return, and it looks like it'll be 1st and 10, West Forsyth. Abraham Camaro with the return. Good return.
Yeah, it was a good return.
Blocking went right through the middle of the field. 1st and 10, West from the North Forsyth 34.
Well, if they're going to kick coverage kicks like that, then the cover team's going to have to get down there. Boiseau gave them plenty of time. There's plenty of hang time for them to get down there. You hate to give up yardage.
No, but I feel like the defense is more than capable of limiting West. Let's see how much time. The clock starts at 5:37 for this drive. Let's see how much time's left. 2 men in the backfield with Burns. Hands off, knifing through the second level. Pickup of 11. This is a good carry by number 2, Cade Vila. He has the lone score. He has the rushing score for West.
Again, this offense, you have to key when you're playing defense. Basically meaning, the defense has responsibility. Somebody's got fullback, somebody's got pitch man.
Arm tackle, into the second level, and it looks like he's still in and brought down by Carter Mulligan, number 24, Bryce Johnson. Or Bryce Davis, excuse me. Sorry, Bryce. It was a good run. Bounced it to the outside. There was nobody from North there.
It was a great run.
2 arm tackles and was into the second level.
It was a great run. It was great blocking up front. Again, what North has to do defensively is they have to key. You can't be a hero. If your assignment is the quarterback, you got to tackle the quarterback every play. Same thing if your assignment's the running back. Right now, they're not playing assignment football.
Trips to the left. The quarterback keeps it. That's Burns. Burns gets around him, and he gets bumped out of bounds by number 24, Bryce Davis.
Again, as we're standing right here, we're watching this live at Raider Valley. What we saw were the defensive ends and the linebacker. They pinched in and played the tailback on that play, and Burns was able to take it to the outside. Again, they've got to play their assignments. Otherwise, they're going to get 5 or 6 yards of carry or more.
1 receiver to the right, 3 to the left. Burns looks. Little in route over the middle, and it looks like it's a pickup of about 10. It'll be 1st and goal for West Forsyth at the 9-yard line.
Well, we scored a touchdown to cut it to 4. Now it looks like West is going to respond.
Defense is looking confused.
Well, that was a good play. Again, if you run, everybody sort of plays up, and on that particular play, the receiver just ran a little out route and was wide open.
Trips to the right, running back offset to the left side. Burns keeps it and goes untouched into the end zone. That's his 2nd touchdown, rushing touchdown of the night. And now it's 20-10. And just like that, West stretches the lead to 10.
If you're sensing a little frustration at home, listening to the crowd here. I don't know if you guys can hear us on the microphones. It's definitely frustrating when you're playing an offense that's this good at what they do. Teams hate to play Georgia Tech during the end, and it's sort of the same situation here with what West does. They don't run it out under center. They run everything out of the shotgun, but it's very hard to defend.
To add to the frustration, North just jumped off sides, jumped in the neutral zone, so I don't know how much that's going to move up the extra point. I mean, they're snapping it from the 2-yard line. So it'll be about a 20-yard extra point still. Distance doesn't change. It looks like it's a yard difference. Bryce Jones, number 14, on to attempt the extra point. Move him up some more. It looks like he's kicking the extra point from about the 8-yard line. So this will be an 18-yard extra point. Snap, good hold, kicks on the way, and good. And just like that, folks, we're down by 11, 21-10. This is the Raider Sports Network. Are we on? We're good. Bryce Davis tees it up from the 40-yard line on the left side of the field. Back deep to return, number 7, Carter Mulligan. Bryce Jones kicking off for West Forsyth. High booming kick for West. Mulligan catches it about 8 yards deep into the end zone. That was a great kick by Bryce Jones.
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to get any return opportunities tonight on the kickoff return, but hopefully our defense is going to get stuff figured out so they're not kicking off all night. Right now, what will be good to see, or interesting to see, is, again, how does North respond? You know, you're not out of the game, but there certainly is a frustration right now that you're not able to stop your opponent, and we're down by 11.
Right, one to the left for Bales. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Trigg with the carry, and he is stuffed for about a half-yard loss. So it'll be second about 10.5, 11 yards. Boy, West, after that touchdown, I don't think they're going to give up any more to Trigg.
Well, they're going to do their best not to, but again, if you play Trigg, you're going to put 6 in the box. It's going to be one-on-one coverage on the receivers, and that's music to our ears.
Trips left for Bales. Trigg to the left side of him. There's a lone receiver out to the right side. Screen to Dalmullen. Dalmullen gets upfield. Good cut tackle. Looks like a pickup of about 6 for Nicky Dalmullen. That's Dalmullen's 5th catch of the night. He's had a couple of spectacular ones, hasn't he, Dan?
Yeah, he's played well tonight. They're putting him on an island. We'll see if they keep exploiting that all night. This is a big 3rd down play right here.
3rd and 3 for North. Trips to the right. Trigg offset to the right. Dalmullen to the left. The lone receiver to the left. Bales checks over to the sideline. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Looks left. Hits Dalmullen again. Great catch. Keeps both feet in. And that's enough. Let's pick up of about 6 yards for a Raider first down.
Again, those pass plays I think are probably going to be there all night. The more you complete them and the more North is able to exploit the sidelines, again, the further back the linebackers are going to get to play and the more opportunities Trigg's going to have. As you can see, look, they're playing 4 deep right now.
Bales looking left, looking long left. Touchdown in and out of the hands. Great play. Just to tip it up to himself, but ball falls just beyond his reach. I tell you, North's lining up in a lot of trips.
They are, and again, when you line up in trips, it's easier to run those quick pass plays that are almost like running plays from the line of scrimmage. That one, touchdown, almost made a spectacular play, but now you're at 2nd and 10.
To the right, one to the left. Hand off to Trigg. Trigg bounces it to the outside, gets into the second level, picks up about 5. No, pick up about 4. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 yards for North.
And again, Trey got 4 yards on that carry. Again, that's what throwing the ball downfield will do for you.
The sub number 33, Chase Johnson, off the field. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Trigg offset to the left. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Screen pass to Trigg. And Trigg gets hit, gets around, still going, and it looks like he got it. That is, they're giving him enough. They're spotting it at the 46-yard line, and they move the chains. That's enough for a Raider first down.
And I don't know if you guys at home can appreciate what a great play that was by Trigg. He did that virtually by himself. People were in his way. He was determined. He was not going down. Somebody missed their block. One person makes that block. Trigg's still running.
Bales 3 trips right, 1 touchdowns the lone guy to the left. Screen to Trigg. Ooh! Oh. Trigg just got lit up by number 3. That's Abraham Camara, and Trigg is slowly getting up.
What a tough kid. He got up right away, though. He never saw that defender coming. He never saw it.
And he gets back down. Next man up. This is the Raider Sports Network. We'll be back. It's good to see that Trigg walked off the field under his own power.
Yeah, they're going to take him in and look at him and make sure everything is all right.
That was a brutal hit.
That's a big loss if he can't go. But it's an opportunity for
Perez.
Jonathan Perez, who's played well when he's had the opportunity.
Perez just bounced off a tackle, and ooh, he just took a hit. There's a loss of 2.
And the fans are yelling because they feel like the West defender was leading with his helmet.
It looked like it looked like it, but you can't. I couldn't really tell. There were people in front of me. I hate being small.
Looks like North.
Looks like North called a timeout. This is the Raider Sports Network. We'll be back.
All right, here we go.
3rd and a mile, feels like, for North. Bales comes out in the shotgun, trips to the right. Dummo and the lone man to the left. Bales, deep ball. He's got him beat. Caught by Charlie Aiken. He's at the 5. Touchdown! Oh, no, they're marking him at the 3. Looks like he just stepped out. That was a great play by Bales. Looks like they hit Bales late. Bales is sort of limping up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a personal foul. Personal foul.
Flags a personal foul, roughing the passer against West. So it'll be
first and goal.
First and goal at the West Forsyth 2-yard line.
Well, when it's 3rd and 20, your best play is probably a long
Deep,
pass,
yeah.
which is what that was. That was a great throw by Bales. Aiken beat the defender. Almost scored. It was a great effort by Aiken to almost get in the end zone. I thought he was in bounds.
I did too.
Because we're up here in the press box, we can't see.
Looks like North's got the heavy package in. Perez in the backfield. Dunmullen split out wide left. Perez bounces it. He's still going in. He's dropped. Looks like a drop for about 2-yard loss.
I don't know if Perez had a chance on that play. It looked like the defensive line was in the backfield.
What do you think? I mean, it
short
looks
yardage.
like,
North's got to do a better job.
What do you think? I mean, there were 3 people there before Bales handed Perez the ball.
Well, again, with Trigg out, you don't want to become one-dimensional and not be able to run. Perez is definitely capable of running the football.
It looks like they had number 4, Honus Wagner in.
He's had a 100-yard game this year already.
Chad Johnson in motion, handoff to Honus Wagner, and Wagner gets tripped up, picks up about 2. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and goal for North Forsyth.
Under a minute, too. But North doesn't have to hurry. They've got plenty. Again,
they've got a timeout still in their pocket that they can use whenever they feel like.
3rd down goal.
To the right, to the left for Bales. Wagner in the backfield.
I like Dalmolin one-on-one.
They put number 13, Cedric Touchdown, in motion. So now it's Treps. Bales rushes. It looks up, and it's in and out of the hands of number 16, Tristan Howard.
Wow. That was a big turn of events there. It looked like for a second we were going to go in and take it in for a touchdown. Now Trigg's hurt. You're doing multiple running backs that haven't had a lot of carries in a couple of weeks. And we're putting Boiso in for a field goal.
This is
trading
an extra
7
point
for 3.
For Boiso. Snaps on the way, good hold, kicks up, and right down the middle. Arthur Boiso's 2 for 3 on the night. The score is now West 21, North Forsyth 13. This is the Raider Sports Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Raider Valley, folks. Scores West Forsyth 21, North Forsyth 13. As Boiso teased it up from the 40-yard line. What do you think, Dad? We can't keep trading 7 for 3. We need to get in the end zone, and we need to get in the end zone quick.
Well, you're right, but on the plus side, we're moving the ball. That 3rd down play to Aiken on 3rd and 20 was a huge play. So it's not like North isn't moving the ball from an offensive standpoint. We've had some big chunk plays, but we also you miss a field goal, so you're giving up points. It could be 21-16 right now instead of 21-13. Really, again, you'd like to have a touchdown on that last drive where you're getting inside the 3. But the positives are the kids are playing hard.
Yes,
they're responding.
They're holding their own.
Bad things have happened, and they're responding. Last week it was sort of the same thing. Bad things happen. We still responded.
West has trips to the right side of the field. Burns keeps it into the second level, down the left sideline, and he's just sort of trots out of bounds.
All right, now there's 24 seconds left.
24 points.
North can't fool around. They cannot give West any big yardage because, again, you got a kicker that's got a big leg and has already hit one from 52. You don't want to be in his range. You'd hate to give up 3 from long distance.
Pass complete to number 10. He gets around, and that's a pickup of about 9, no, 10. They'll give him the first down. Pick up to number 10, Kyle Ruse.
He got out of bounds, which stops the clock.
Yes, he did. There's 19.3 seconds to play. Ball is on the North Forsyth 42-yard line.
And again, they've got timeouts to burn. So
yes, they do. They've got 2.
Again, they don't have to go to the sidelines. They can throw the ball to the middle of the field.
2 in motion.
And call timeout
Burns
if they need to.
looking deep. Now he's going to throw it deep. And it just overshoots number 10. That's Kyle Ruse. Just overshot him. He was behind the defenders, and that would have been 6. Easy 6.
All right, and that particular play is one that we saw a lot on film when we were looking at what Wes does, so we could talk to you guys tonight. Basically what Burns does is he rolls out, he acts like he's going to run, and he's hoping, if you saw the corner sort of stop to see if the quarterback was running, then he throws it deep. He's made a great career this year doing that.
Trips to the right again. 10 the one man to the side. That's Ruse. Screen pass to number 2. Pass complete. Number 2, that's Cade Vila. That's his first reception of the night. It's now third and 8. And that's the final play of the first half.
Grant Scalia on that tackle. Good play.
21.
If you are showing the work of that competition cheerleaders come out of raffle tickets, there are a group of people behind the wristband entering to buy those tickets.
It did make sense. It's $1. How does that raffle? I know, but I'm saying, how does that work? Why wouldn't you just buy 10 tickets for $10? Oh, 10 for 5. They said 5 for 10. Oh. We had it for about that. No, you.
Now getting set on the field is Gilbert Sullivan, Raider Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Haley Allison and senior Chris Shuffett. The band would like to dedicate tonight's performance to the seniors. Thank you for all of your hard work and dedication to the band. Drum majors, if the band's ready. For your entertainment during halftime, the band will be performing selections from their Tonight Show, featuring the music of the West Side Story. science team. Highway 400 is tonight's game sponsor.
Welcome back to Raider Valley here in Coal Mountain, Georgia. We had a great first half of football. West Forsyth was up 21-13. Dad, what did you think of the first half?
You know, again, a lot of positives. It's great to see North get down but come back. It's great to see North, you know, you give up a big play, but, you know, you come back and you make a big play on your own. And they've shot themselves in the foot a couple times with, you know, with this field goal, not getting a touchdown there at the end of the first half. But you know, again, it's senior night. It's an important night. We got home field advantage. I think they'll be ready for the second half. I think they'll calm down and get it done. The big thing is, can they figure out how to stop the option attack that West is running? They were unsuccessful in the first half of consistently stopping them. West, I think, was averaging about 7 yards a carry. So the defense is going to have to make some adjustments.
What happened on that kickoff? I mean, it looked like he was going to kick, but did the ball fall down? Is that what it looked like?
Ball off the tee. Ball off the tee.
Back to return for the Raiders, number 7, Bryce Jones, number 14 for West Forsyth. Puts it at about 2 yards. The Raiders ends start. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. All right, Dad, you're down 21-13 here. What do you do?
Just run the offense. You know, you're a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying it up. You don't have to go crazy trying to change things up. The big thing is, let's see what happens at running back. You know, despite whoever's in, I think North has got to establish some sort of run game.
Carlos Perez in the backfield in the back of this. Perez to the right side. Receivers are in stacks to both sides. Pass complete. Number 5, Charlie Aiken. Pick up 6 yards. It'll be second, 4. That's what we wanted to see coming out of the gate.
That's a good way to start. But again, like I said, you're going to have to give the running back some carries. It just depends on how confident North's offense is in getting Perez the ball. Perez is a good running back. He had a 100-yard game earlier this year. And the same type of situation, too.
Pick up 4 yards. Looks like they're going to move the chains. Yes, they are. That's a great way to start off the second half for Perez.
Yeah, he needs a good carry to get going. He had 125 yards, I think, against Sequoia at the beginning of the year.
Trips to the left side, one man to the right. Perez and one set back. Top over the middle. Ooh! He just got lit up. Looks like that was number 16, Tristan Howard. He just got absolutely leveled by number 8, Blake's knee. And number 2, Kennedy Dillon. Second and 10 yards.
That's really the third vicious hit we've seen from West tonight. West is a very good tackling team.
Bales alone in the backfield, trips to the left, to the right. Bales takes a shotgun snap, looking left. Pass complete again to Howard. Howard picks up 5, took another big hit. Boy, Howard's playing tough today. That's his 3rd big hit he's taken this season.
Well, they're wearing pads. That probably looked worse than what it actually was. He got back up. But it's a big 3rd down right here.
Bales with shotgun, Perez to the left, to the left, to the right. Bales looking right, now looking over the middle. Pass complete to Charlie Aiken. Aiken picks up about 30 on that play. They're going to spot him down just shy of the western side of the 35-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for North from the 36.
It's a flag on the play. Look, it's holding against West. But that was a bullet by Bales. That was a great throw, great catch by Aiken. It was a big 3rd down.
North's first third down conversion. Second half. Trips to the left for Bales. Perez, alone setback off to the left of Bales. One man to the right, that's number 5, Charlie Aiken. Bales looking right for Aiken. Good catch by Aiken. They're going to mark him inbound, pick up a 7. Ball spotted at the 29.5-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 3 for North Forsyth. Good throw by Bales. Put it into a tight window.
He did.
Where Aiken could get it.
He did, and that's going to be open all night.
Same set, trips to the left. Perez to the left. Bales. Aiken to the right. Bales takes a shotgun snap, and Perez runs straight into a wall of white jerseys. Looks like he lost about a yard. They're going to spot him at the West Forsyth 31-yard line. So instead of 3rd and 3, it's now 3rd and 5. What do you think here, Dad?
I like the sideline routes, but I tell you what, you can do a deep pass to the end zone here, sort of a fake him short, throw it long, over the top.
Stacks to the left, 2 to the right. They bring number 5 in motion. That's Aiken. Bales looks to the right for Aiken, and pass complete. 6 yards, and that's just enough for a rate of first down. They're going to spot him exactly at the West Forsyth 25.
Well, it looks like they found a matchup that they like. Aiken's been catching big passes all night. He had the big 3rd and 20 reception at the end of the first half. That's his 3rd catch of the second half.
Looks like the chain gang's a little bit slow. Taking a little bit of time to move the sticks. So 1st and 10 for North from the West Forsyth 25-yard line. They got number 33, Chase Johnson, in the backfield with Bales and Perez. Bales takes a shotgun snap, looking left. Check down to Perez. Perez turns the corner. Perez, 10, gets away. 10-yard line. Flag, looks like a face mask. There's another flag back where the play originated from. Looks like they might call offsides. Great play by Perez.
It was. Perez showed good speed on that as well. Good hands, good speed. He got to the corner, got downfield, made something happen where it looked like maybe it would only be like a 5 or 6 yard gain. Turned it into a big game for North.
Turned it into about a 20-yard gain. Looks like they're marking him just short of the 5.
We have offsetting penalties. The penalty against North was holding.
There's a holding call on North Forsyth and a face mask on West Forsyth. So the ball will stay at the West Forsyth 25-yard line. They will replay the down. Shame. That was a great play by Perez.
But you know what? That's got to be a confidence booster for Perez as well. It's a great play by him.
Trips to the left. Aiken, the only man to the right. Perez to the left of Bales. Bales takes a shotgun snap, hand off to Perez. Perez gets into the second level, spins, takes a big hit. Pick up a 4. Great carry by Perez.
Yeah, it was. Again, he showed good vision.
He went quick into the second
It was a great little spin move, and he fell forward for a couple extra yards.
2nd and 6 for North. They still have number 33, Chase Johnson, in the backfield.
2nd down and 6.
Just behind the tackle. Looks like he's a lead blocker for North. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Perez offset to the right, hand off to Jonathan Perez. He gets stood up at the line. They blow the whistle. No gain on that play. Looks like there were 3 or 4 white jerseys in the backfield. What do you think of the offensive line's doing that's letting West get into the backfield that quickly?
Well, I think basically what West knows is that Bales is not a great runner, so they're going to key on the running back. Anytime Bales is going to fake or just hand it off to the running back, the linebackers are going to key on that. That's great for the receivers because it creates a lot of one-on-one opportunities. It's bad for Perez if he's going to get a lot of running yards tonight.
Bales looking right. Pass batted down at the line. So 3rd and 6 turns into a 4th and 6, and it looks like they're going to send Arthur Boisa and the field goal unit back onto the field. Boisa's 2 for 3 on the night. He's hit from 30 and 20, missed from 32. This field goal, we're setting the ball just at the 29, so it'll be a 39-yard field goal. Longest of the night for Boisa. Good snap, good hold, kicks away. It's got the distance, and it's good. Arthur Boisa cuts the lead to 5. Your score, West Forsyth 21, North Forsyth 15. This is the Raider Sports Network. We'll be back.
Halftime score, Milton 21.
Arthur Boiseau tees it up in midfield. In case anyone else is interested, Lambert is down 21-10 against Milton, and South Forsyth is on top of Forsyth Central 29-3. And Boiseau, good kick. And he's in the second level. One man to beat, that's Mulligan. And Mulligan drags him out of bounds at about the North Forsyth 48. Boy, that is not what you want to start off the drive for North's defense. Bad field position, or good field position for West. And West has a little bit of momentum. What do you think, Dad?
Well, it was a good cover kick. Boiseau had a great kick, hit the ground, didn't even go to the return guy, and it just looks like we're slow tonight on the cover team, getting down there. You may see more squib kicks, or they may say to Boiseau next time, just try and blast it out of the end zone if you can.
Well, it feels like we're not even halfway down the field. He's already past our line and into the second.
Yeah,
level.
it's slow coverage. Slow coverage.
Two to the right, one to the left for Burns. He's got two in the backfield.
And again, it'll be interesting to see how do we play defense in the second half.
Shotgun snap, handed off. Nope. Burns keeps it. And it looks like he picks up exactly 1 yard. Ball placed in left hash at midfield.
That was a good play. That's one of the few times tonight that we've got him in the backfield, and or for negative yardage.
Defense stuffed it out.
It's just all about the defense staying home and knowing what their role is. Again, if anybody tries to be a hero, Burns is going to burn him for 60. Thank you.
Burns under center. Two power backs. Burns with play fake. Looking long for Bryce Jones, and it's incomplete. Flags are thrown. There's definitely a little bit of contact.
I don't know. I feel like that was pretty good coverage by Bryce Davis. I know they're going to call pass interference on him, and they're going to call it for his right hand. His left hand came up, blocked the ball. His right hand was on the receiver's back, which they're going to call every time. I don't think
Not much you can argue.
No, but
They give him a little bit of a shove too.
But you're going to see a lot of one-on-one opportunities with. You're gonna see a lot of one-on-one opportunities tonight if everybody's playing the running game as tight as what they've been.
Tell you, that was a good play fake by Burns. 4 in the backfield for West. Burns hands it off straight away to number 2, Cade Vila. Vila picks up about 1 yard. Gets stopped by the North defense.
Again, you've had 2 back-to-back running plays. One where they handed off and one where Burns had the quarterback keeper, and the defensive line held and stopped them. So we've seen 2 back-to-back stops. That's progress.
Yeah, it is. First half, those would have gone for 3 or 4 at the minimum. So it'll be 2nd and 9 from the North Forsyth 34-yard line. Burns in the shotgun. They've got trips bunched to the right. Burns keeps it and is dropped for a loss. It'll be 3rd and 10. Who got him there? Number 51, Cade Jensen.
That was a great play. That was a great play at Jensen getting in the backfield, getting Burns and not letting go. We've seen Burns slip off a few tackles here and there tonight. He wasn't going anywhere with Jensen. Jensen got him to the ground pretty quick.
3rd and 10. This is a crucial 3rd down for the Raider defense. Can they get the stop? West Forsyth still hasn't gotten into a formation. Now they're starting to get into one. Looks like they're going to have Cade Vila with Burns in the shotgun. And they just threw a flag. The referees just threw a flag. Looks timeout West Forsyth. Almost got him for a delay of game. This is the Raider Sports Network. We'll be back.
recreate images you will love, not only now, but years from now. Showcasing who you are and what you
Okay. Is it on?
Welcome back to Raider Valley. West Forsyth is on top of North Forsyth, 21-16. This is a crucial third down for the Raider defense. Burns comes into Burns in the shotgun, empty set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Burns passes way offline, intended for number 23, Parker Hannon. And the North Forsyth Raider defense comes up with a stop. I'll tell you, this is the first time we've seen West Forsyth run empty. What did you think of it, Dad?
It's not something that they want to do in terms of their passing game. Their passing game's more short stuff, or the one deep pass where there's only one person they're throwing to. There's no secret of what they're doing.
Looks like Bryce Davis is attempting the field goal. This is from 52 yards. It would match his career long, which he hit against Milton. Kicks up.
Short.
Doesn't have the distance.
Short,
doesn't even make it out of the back of the end. What a stop for the Raider defense. What a momentum change. West looking to at least get 3 on that drive, and the kick didn't even make it out of the back of the end zone.
It's a great stop by North. Again, the high school rule is when you attempt a long field goal, if you miss, it goes to the other team's 20-yard line. So it's basically like a punt, punting out of the back of the end zone. And again, that young man's hit one from 52 already this year, so they've got confidence in him. But it's a great stop for North. It's a great reverse in momentum. Let's see what North does with it.
Perez to the left of Bales. Wide receivers 2 to each side, line up in stacks. Screen to touchdown, touchdown. Del Mullen's got to do a better job blocking. He held him for about a second. The ball hadn't even gotten a touchdown yet.
You're right about Del Mullen missing the block, but that's about the 8th time they've ran that play. And what we've seen with West is a very good tackling team. We haven't broken many tackles tonight,
no,
so West is very aggressive, and these kids hit hard.
Trips to the right. Perez is set back to the right side. Ben throws it, picked off by number 2, Cade Vila. He's gonna take it all the way. Touchdown, West Forsyth. West Forsyth is now up 27-16. They're up by 9, the extra point ensuing. What a momentum change, Dad.
Well, again, you held them. They tried the long field goal, didn't get it. North gets the ball back, and shades of last week against South Forsyth. You've got an interception that gets returned for a touchdown. The defense was playing well in the second half, and we're down by even more. It's not what you want, but you know what?
We can come back.
The offense is good. We should have confidence in them. They're going to get it figured out. They're going to make some big plays. This game is far from over.
The extra point's up and right down the middle for Bryce Johnson. He's 4 for 4 on the night. With your score, West Forsyth 28, North Forsyth 16. This is the Raider Sports Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to Raider Valley. Your score, West Forsyth 28, North Forsyth 16. West has a 12-point advantage over North Forsyth. The pick 6 didn't help us very much, but this is a spread offense and an offense that's put up a lot of points in a short amount of time, so we're not out of this game yet.
No, again, a touchdown puts you down by only 5, and it's a one-possession game at that point. There's still close to 5 minutes left in the third quarter, so it's certainly not time to panic.
Good kick by Jones. Looks like it's, oh no, takes a West Forsyth hop into the end zone. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but took that West Forsyth bounce and goes into the end zone. So right back to where North started. 1st and 10 from the 20.
And that last interception play looked like good protection. It just looked like Bales misread. And again, you know what? When you're doing signs from the sidelines, sometimes people don't get the right play. It could be just as much a receiver not running the right route as it was the quarterback maybe making a bad read.
Well, it looked like he was just sort of trying to get rid of it, so he threw it into space and it got picked off. Twins to both sides. Perez to the right of Bales, or left of Bales. Perez gets into the second level. Good carry, pick up a 7. Longest carry of the night for Perez.
Perez looks like he's calmed down a little bit since the first half.
Yeah, he looked a little bit jumpy. 2nd and 3 from the West Forsyth, or from our own 27-yard line. Double twins again. Perez to the left of Bales. They go right back at it. Perez bounces it to the middle. Now he gets to the outside, and that's a pickup of about 6. 1st and 10. They're going to spot him at the 34-yard line, which is enough for a Raider first down. What'd you think of the blocking on there, Dad?
Well, it's a good sign. He's getting 3 or 5, 6 yards of carry right now on this drive. And it's good that they show confidence in the running game. Again, you don't have to try and get everything back all at once. You got plenty of time.
Looking for Nicky Delmo, and then it's picked up and intercepted by number 22, Ricky Zagolski. He's taking it down the right sideline, and Dalmoen pushes him out of bounds. It looks like they're going to spot him just at the North Forsyth 34. So there's another momentum killer. 5 or 6 yards from Perez, and we're in business, and just goes off the hands of Dalmoen and into the hands of number 22, Ricky Zagolski.
Well, again, shades of last week. Perez was wide open in the flats, and there was nobody there. If he had thrown it to Perez, Perez would still be running. But it's an opportunity for the defense. It's an opportunity for the defense to come in,
get a stop,
get the momentum back on our side, and for North to get after it. The offense seems to be sputtering from last week. We've had missed opportunities tonight, but again, it's senior night. Anything can happen.
Cade Vila takes a shot from number 4, Honus Wagner. Is eventually pushed out by number 6, Evan Johnson, and number 24, Bryce Davis. That was a big hit Honus put on him.
Yeah, it was.
We could hear the collision from up here.
Wagner's a great player. He's had a great year. He's definitely one of North's hardest hitters. With Evan Johnson maybe being the other.
West Forsyth checks to the
and they both hit him.
Burns is in the shotgun. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. 2 people in the backfield. Burns rolling to his left, now lets it fly. Pass complete to number 10. It's Kyle Roos. Good catch. Short of the first down, it looks like, by about a yard.
Now, when you see that play, it's clear Burns is only going to throw it to one guy. And if the pass option is not there, he's going to tuck it and run.
Yeah. He's
going to tuck it and run. Those are the types of pass plays that they want to throw. And, that was almost an incomplete pass. That was really close to the sideline.
3rd and a long one for West Forsyth. Can North get a stop? You know what's coming. Pistol set for Burns. Hands it. Nope. Burns has it. Sneaks through and picks up about 6 on 3rd and 1. They're going to spot him at the North Forsyth 20-yard line. So fresh set of downs for West.
It looked more like a busted play on West's part. Burns came back and made a great play. He realized something was wrong as he dropped back the pass on 3rd and 1. There had to have been a miscommunication there. Burns picks up the play. Yeah.
Way to improvise. That was a great play.
He's a good athlete. Those are the types of plays he makes.
Screen pass complete to number 23, Ricky Zagolski, and he gets into the end zone. And it's touchdown West Forsyth. That puts him up 34-16 on North. Looks like North over-pursued the screen. I mean, nobody was near him. He walked into the end zone.
Well, the West coaches saw that North's selling out for the run. When you're selling out for the run, that's always going to set up a screenplay.
Bryce Jones on to attempt the extra point. He's 4 for 4 on the night. Make it 5 for 5 as his extra point goes right down the middle. With your score, West Forsyth 35, North Forsyth 16. This is the Raiders Sports Network. Welcome back to Raider Valley, folks. Your score, West Forsyth 35, North Forsyth 16. There's 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. What do you think, Dad? We need a big play, and we need one quick.
Yeah, now time becomes a little bit more of your enemy. West likes to run the ball. They like to run a lot of clock. They got the quick score on defense. Now they scored again. It's going to be up to North to make a play.
Good kick by number 14, Bryce Jones. Puts it out of the end zone. More of a low kick, but takes a West Forsyth bounce and goes into the end zone. And so North Forsyth will start out from their own 20-yard line. Let's see what they do.
I said it last week against South. I'll say it again tonight. You don't have to get it all back all at once, but you do have to get it back. You're going to have to press and score and get the ball back and score again. The goal ought to be we need 2 touchdowns in the next 8 minutes.
Pass complete to number 9, Nicky. Nope, they're saying incomplete. It looked like he had a foot down, but the officials said it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 for Forsyth.
None of the coaches were arguing on that play down there. That happened right in front of them on the sideline. So that must have been a good call.
Must have been. It was a good play. Bales probably threw it a little bit behind him, but it was a great play by Nicky. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Perez on the left side of Bales. There goes Perez in the second level. He's got daylight. Great carry by Jonathan Perez. Pickup of about 20. We have about 24. It'll be 1st and 10, North Forsyth. 1st and 10 from their own 46.
So Perez showed great speed on that one.
To the right, to the left for Bales. Bales fakes a handoff. Slip pass to number 16, Tristan Howard. That's his 2nd catch of the night. Pick up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the West Forsyth 47, 48 and a half.
North looks good. They're responding. They've got good tempo. They've got positive yardage. They just need to put it in the end zone.
Trips to the left, 1 man to the right. Perez bounces it to the outside. Good carry, gets him just enough for a, looks like, yep, it's a Raider first down. 1st and 10, North Forsyth from the West Forsyth 41. No, looks like it's 1st and 10. And North Forsyth from the West Forsyth 44.
And what they're doing is they're just doing quick hitting running plays and short pass plays. Nothing deep.
To the left, to the right for Bales. Perez, the lone setback in the left side. Bales, airing it out long, and it's almost caught by number 5, Charlie Aiken. That would have been a miraculous play behind his head to make that catch, but
West had good coverage on that. Again, I don't question throwing it deep. You're down 35-16, but we're moving the ball running. When you're able to run the ball, it opens up so many more options on offense.
It's like you said earlier, clock's your enemy. Bales looks over the sideline. He's got Howard and Aiken to the right, Delmullen and touchdown to the left. Perez, the one setback, left side of Bales. Bales hands it off to Perez. Jonathan Perez, good carry, pickup of about 7, and it looks like one of West Forsyth's defenders got a hold of his face mask. So possibly tack 15 more onto that.
I'd say Perez is strong. He's got impressive speed, and he's running hard between the tackles right now.
Looks like they're just going to call a personal foul. That'll be enough for a Raider first down. They'll move the chains. Tell you they subbed out number 46, Jonathan Perez. In the backfield with Bales now is number 4, Honus Wagner. Wagner did have a carry earlier in the game, just as the clock was winding down in the first half. He picked up 2 yards on that play, but it forced us to kick a field goal. To the right, to the left for Bales. Wagner, the one set back behind him, a little bit to the left of Bales. Clock's ticking, just about 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Good throw, pass complete to number 13, Cedric, touchdown. Pickup of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tell you, those 7-yard out routes are working, Dad. What do you see?
Yeah, I mean, they are working, and again, West doesn't want to give up anything deep. They don't want Perez beating him either. So what's going to be open in that type of situation is going to be more your intermediate stuff.
Quick screen to number 13, Cedric, touchdown. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. 10, 5, touchdown, North Forsyth. Touchdown gets into the end zone, but there is a flag on the play. What's it look like, Dad?
It looks like they called holding against North. It was a great play by Touchdown.
Another
great catch.
killer.
Great. That was one of the few tackles that West has missed tonight. Touchdown about hit the ground. Had great balance. Stayed on his feet. Got it in the end zone. But it looked like they're calling a holding penalty on North.
That'll back him up 10 yards.
Well, and what was beautiful about that, without the penalty, you're scoring a touchdown, and you still have the whole fourth quarter. Now, with 2.4 seconds left, clock's probably going to run out, and you're gonna take up time in the fourth quarter.
Trips to the left for Bales. Perez to the right. Aiken to the right of Bales. Hand off to Jonathan Perez. Perez, good spin move. Gets into the second level. Brought down just short of a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. This is the Raider Sports Network. With your score at the end of the third quarter, West Forsyth 35, North Forsyth 16. We'll be back for the start of the fourth quarter here in Raider Valley. Welcome back to Raider Valley for the start of the fourth quarter. We begin the fourth quarter at the West Forsyth 15-yard line. 3rd down and a long one. Bales in the pistol. 2 to the right. He's got Perez to the left. Hand off Jonathan Perez. Gets into the second level. That's a pickup of about 6 yards. Great way to start off the fourth quarter with a nice first down on 3rd and 1. What do you think, Dad?
Yep, I agree. The only thing would have been better if he had broke it for a touchdown. They definitely have to score now.
2 to the right. Nobody to the left. Bales hands it off. Jonathan Perez gets met in the backfield, but he keeps going. Looks like a pickup of about 5 for Jonathan Perez.
And it's kind of an awkward handoff exchange there.
Yeah, it was.
Perez showed a lot of athleticism, getting the ball backwards and still falling forward to get 4 or 5 yards on that carry.
They sub Perez out. Honus Wagner, number 4, is now in the backfield with Ben Bales. 2 to the right, nobody to the left. Kay Johnson, the blocking back. Wagner cuts it to the left, and it looks like he picked up just about 2. Looked like he was about to turn the corner, didn't it, Dad? But they just managed to get him.
Well, and again, every second ticks off. You're losing a lot of time.
Too much. Bales looks over the sideline. 3rd and a long 4 for North Forsyth. Need a touchdown here. You think this is 4-down territory?
Absolutely.
2 to the right, nobody to the left. Bales hands it off to Wagner. Wagner leaps, and he's just short at the 1-yard line. Good leap by Wagner. Looks like they're going to spot him down at the 2.5. Bring in heavy package. They sub Aiken and touchdown out for number 56, number 51. That's 51, Kay Jensen, and 56, Guillermo Chavaria. 4th and goal. 4th and a long 2 for North. Heavy package in. Hand off to Wagner. Wagner bounces it, and it looks like he's going to be stuffed. And how about West Forsyth? They get a 4th down stop. Backs to the wall, and they come up clutch. What do you think, Dad? What went wrong there?
Listen, at that point, it's just want to. You got to be able to want to block the guy that's in front of you. You got to know the situation. You got to know that if you don't score here, the game is probably over. Not only that, think about all the momentum that's just been lost. You took the ball down the field. You did whatever you wanted to. You ran the ball. You were physical. They worked as hard as they could work to get it to the goal line, and they're coming away again with no points. So it's sort of the story of the night, kind of like last week against South. Too many turnovers, too many big plays that you've given up. You've played well. I mean, again, there are chunks of this game that if you look at it, you think North wins by 30. You got it's a 4-quarter game, and every snap counts.
I tell you, the 2 plays that we've ran with the heavy package in, we've gained exactly -4 yards. So that is not what we're looking for here. Burns chucks it deep. The receiver's got Bryce Jones beat, but pass is short and a little bit to the left.
Kind of surprised they went for a deep pass there. They got the ball on the goal line. There's 10 minutes and 6 seconds left. I would think they would just start running the ball and burn as much clock as possible.
Well, they're trying to get out of their own end zone. I mean, they're in the shadows of their own goalpost. And North's defense has stopped. For the second half, they stopped the rush pretty well. They've kept them pretty much contained. Burns in the pistol. He's got 2 blocking backs and then a guy right behind him. Burns rushing it out of the end zone. Turns the corner. 20 and gets out of bounds just at his own 19-yard line. Well, they're out of the shadows of their own goalpost now, right, Dad?
Yeah, well, they are. And you know what? You can see the body language with the defense right now. We need a play. We need a turnover. We need something to sort of give these guys a spark to get us back into it. Again, you look at the score. It's 35-16. Anything can happen. We've seen it before, but
clock's ticking.
We needed to stop.
Thankfully, he went out of bounds. Clock stops at 9:59. Burns keeps it and is dropped for a loss, swallowed up by the North Forsyth defense. Looks like number 35, J.A. Whitaker, made the play. Good play. Pick up a 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock's ticking. West Forsyth doesn't want North's high-powered offense putting any points on the board, do they, Dad?
Not in the second half. No, they're content to just hang on to the ball and work the clock. As you can see, they're going to the line of scrimmage just now with 8 seconds left on the play clock.
North's defense looked out of position, but they come up big, make a huge stop, led by number 6 and number 56. Number 6, Evan Johnson.
Yeah.
Number 56, Guillermo Chavarria with the stop. It'll be 3rd and a long 10 with 8:50 and counting to play left here on senior night in Raider Valley. What do you do here if you're West, Dad?
Just keep running the ball. You don't have to throw. And defensively, you've played well too tonight. Just keep the clock running. That's really all you got to do.
Burns rolling to his right. Looks deep. He's got number 10, and it's incomplete. He didn't get the foot in. There's no instant replay in high school, so.
That's a great break for North because it does a couple of things. Number 1, it's now 4th down. They're going to punt it. North's going to get the ball back.
Stops the clock, too.
Yeah, the second thing I was going to say was, it stops the clock with an incomplete pass.
Number 7, Carter Mullican, and number 4, Honus Wagner, back deep to return.
A great punt return would be fantastic right now.
Yes, it would. Good boost of momentum. And punt takes a West Forsyth bounce, and is going to be downed at the 27.5-yard line for North Forsyth.
Well, I think the returners lost the ball in the air. The punter was very impressive on that one. He hit it higher in the lights, and it took a West Forsyth bounce. That's frustrating because he was punting from his own 5.
That was Bryce
We should have
Jones
the
on
ball.
punt.
We should have the ball at about our 40 right now. Instead, we lost it in the lights because it was such a good punt. Now we're out. We're inside our own 30. Down 19 with 8:17 to go.
My last statement was incorrect. They spot the ball at the North Forsyth 23. Trips to the left side for Bales. Bales lets it go. Looks like it was tipped. There was definitely contact. No flags. Pass was intended for number 9, Nikki Dalmullen. Looked like the ball got tipped at the line, to be perfectly honest. The ball sort of had a funky spin on it.
At this point, we've been throwing a lot of the sideline routes. It's probably time to do something
deep shots.
Deep. Yeah, well, post. Something that's maybe more in the middle of the field.
You know what, Dad? That's not a bad call. Same set for Bales. Hands it off to Jonathan Perez. Perez bounces it to the outside. Can't escape the first tackle from number 54, Will Jones. A great play by Jones.
Yeah,
he was in the backfield, got a hold of his legs, and just held on for dear life.
West is a very good tackling team. You'd like to think that Perez could break one tackle, but then once he breaks one, there's 2 other guys there that he's got to get away from too.
Yes, sir. 3rd and 9 to go. Ball on the North Forsyth 24. Bales looks, throws it over the middle. Pass complete to number 13, Cedric Touchdown. He's got room to run, and it's going to be knocked down at the West Forsyth 46-yard line. Great play by Bales. Held on to the ball, went through all of his reads, and hit touchdown on the post over the middle.
Yeah, that's good maturation for Bales because he lets Touchdown get open. It looked like there were some plays that might be open in the middle of the field because we've been going to the sidelines for the bulk of the game.
Yeah. 7:30 and counting. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Bales. Bales in the pistol. Perez in the backfield, right directly behind him. Fakes the handoff to Perez. Stands tall, firing downfield, and it's just out of reach for number 5, Charlie Aiken. It was a good throw, a little bit off target for Bales.
Well, again, West is going to be looking for the deep pass routes at this point. With a big lead and the amount of time that's left, North, they're going to have to take their shots. So, those 50-50 balls are going to be thrown for the rest of the game, probably.
To the right, to the left, Perez to the left side of Bales. Bales drops back, steps up in the pocket, gets rid of it, and overshoots number 9, Nikki Dalmullen. Dalmullen made the effort, but just beyond the reach of his fingertips. So it's 3rd and 10 here. What do you do? Do you go intermediate or you take the deep shot?
I think you probably just get the first down here and get a new set of downs and then just keep going. It's definitely 2-down territory from this point on.
That was my next question. With 7:08 to play, North desperately needs a first down here to keep the ensuing drive going. To the right, to the left for Bales. Bales flushed from the pocket, hit from behind, and is dropped for a loss by number 50, David Carlo. Good play. Bales never saw him coming.
Well, and that's something that North couldn't afford to do. 4th and 10 is manageable. Now you're looking at about 4th and 20.
Yep.
We got a 3rd and 20 earlier in the first half.
Yes, we did.
If we can get one here, that'd be a great senior night memory for somebody.
Trips to the left. Bales lets it fly for Dalmullen. Oh, right through his arms. Right through his arms. Fans here want pass interference. There was definitely contact, but...
Yeah, there was a lot of contact. There was a lot of contact on that play, but obviously we didn't get the call.
I'll tell you, Daddy, here's one thing I've noticed with the referees' calls tonight. The North Forsyth kids haven't argued. Last week we argued and got a couple of personal fouls, which made the game a whole lot worse.
You don't want to do that on senior night. That's something that you only make that mistake one time, that we probably won't ever see that again.
Zach Burns still in the ball game for West Forsyth. Still first string for everybody. It's West Forsyth 35, North Forsyth 16. 2 wideouts, 1 to each side. 3 people in the backfield. Handing off to number 21.
Now this is more of the stuff that I would expect for West to run as you wind down the 4th quarter. That last drive they had the 3rd down and they threw it, stopped the clock, then they had to punt it. With about 6 minutes to go, I would be surprised if they tried to throw it. Now, it's a county game. It's a rivalry game. These kids have been playing against each other since the days of Midway, Sharon Springs, and Bennett Park. So, I'm not saying that West wouldn't try and throw one in the end zone just to sort of add insult to injury. But, if they're trying to win and, move on to the playoffs in a couple of weeks, you're probably just going to run the ball, not risk injury, not show anything else on film, and get out of here.
You speak of playoffs, assuming null of a miraculous comeback, where does this loss put North End for the playoffs?
Well, it creates a log jam at that 3rd and 4th spot. It makes the Milton game next week on the road extremely important. If the scenarios where we didn't necessarily have to win tonight to get a home playoff game, but certainly winning improves your chances.
Yes, it does.
Now, next week, it's a must-win. Because it's a must-win. You don't want to drop your last 3 going into the first round of the playoffs.
Again, number 21, Saxby Waxter with the carry. Previous play, he picked up 15, slicing right through the middle of the North Forsyth defense, picking up the first down.
I would say this, a win next week at Milton. Milton's a good team.
Very good. They held South to 17 points.
Yeah, South only beat them 21-17 or 17-13. A win next week at Milton would do wonders for these kids' confidence and everything else. The thing that we didn't want to see tonight was what we saw last week against South. I don't think this is the same thing we've seen tonight. West has just been methodical in what they do, and turnovers haven't helped our cause. Turnovers and missed-scoring opportunities, whether it's not getting a touchdown, not getting a field goal.
Evan Johnson, number 6, with the stop in the backfield. Drops him back to a 3rd and 10. Timeout North Forsyth with 4:26 to play in the 4th quarter. This is the Raider Sports Network. We'll be back. Third and 10 for West Forsyth. Number 21, Saxby Waxter in motion. And Burns, number 56, Guillermo Chavarria with the stop, but it looks like there's going to be a flag for personal foul face mask. I did see Burns' face mask being grabbed.
If they're going backwards, looks like they're calling something against West.
I'm just telling you what I saw, man. I saw Burns' face mask get pulled. Looks like it'll be holding against West Forsyth. Penalties decline. 4th down for the Wolverines. Looks like the offense is still on the field, Dad. 4th and 15, and they're going for it with 4:22 to play. I guess they don't want the ball in the hands of Bales and company.
Well, a lot of times coaches don't want a punt blocked, giving up a big play or a touchdown. It'd be better if they can run the clock all the way down and then call a timeout.
Looks like delay a game. False start. So that'll be West Forsyth's 7th penalty. This one is a false start. Back him up 5 more. You wonder, maybe was that intentional to give the punter a little bit more room? What do you think, Dad?
No, I think they're probably just going to continue to run the clock. It's 4th down. It wouldn't surprise me if maybe you do the quarterback does a quick kick or something like that, just from where they are.
Up until the last punt by Bryce Jones, Burns had been punting. Pump fake from Burns. Burns still in the pocket. Scrambles outside the pocket now. Throws it. What a busting coverage from North is number 15, Garrett Woodall, with a huge reception, bringing West Forsyth down to North Forsyth's 14-yard line. What happened? He was all alone, Dad.
Well, he came out of the backfield, and all the other receivers ran routes that pushed our defensive backs back, and nobody accounted for him. Burns danced around, got to the outside, and that receiver was there and was open. You're right. That was definitely a busted coverage there. And now they keep the ball. Now the clock continues to run.
I think you're right about insult for injury. West Forsyth looks determined to get back into the end zone at least one more time. Burns with the carry. Ball on the ground. And it looks like North Forsyth got the ball. And it is indeed a Raider. The North Forsyth Raiders force a turnover with 3:24 to play. Is it too little, too late, do you think?
Well, you score one, that makes it 23. We're doing extra points now. All right. You score again, makes it 30. One more for the win. Are you going to be able to get 3 touchdowns in
3 minutes and 24
seconds?
The big thing is the onside kicks. Even if you do score, can you recover one?
Yeah, there are a lot of variables that have to go your way. If we had scored a touchdown at the end of the first half, if we had come up with points, give us 10 points and make it 35-26, and I would say yes, we've got a chance. But
pass complete to number 5, Charlie Aiken.
Probably not right now.
Looks like West is just playing prevent as North looks to hurry up. I mean, there was a good 20-yard cushion in between Aiken and the defensive back.
Well, West tackles well, so when Aiken got the ball, he didn't have a lot of room to run.
No, he didn't. He
stayed in bounds, and it keeps the clock running.
Bales drops back again, steps up in the pocket, looking long for number 9, Nicky Dalmullen. Dalmullen keeps fighting. Good reception, pickup of about 27.
A good reception, good play, but Dalmullen needs to get out of bounds when he has the opportunity.
Clock keeps ticking. West is keeping us in between. Chain gang's a little bit slow. All right, clock starts. There's 2:47 to play. Bales checks at the line. Trips to the right. One man to the left. Bales throws it over the middle to Howard, and that's another big hit. And there come the flags.
Why now? What's so special about that one?
And it looks like number 16, Tristan Howard, a little bit slow to get up from that one. He's taken a couple.
Howard's been tough tonight. He has taken a couple of shots. He took one in the first half. I didn't think he'd get up from. He's a tough kid.
That one was brutal. 2:35 left to play. 1st and 10. No, looks like they're going back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're moving them forward. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. The penalty was a personal foul, helmet-to-helmet call. Might have been nice to have one of those on one of the hits that Howard took in the first half. I'm not saying that there were, but might have been nice to add another 15 to those. Twins to both sides. Bales takes a shotgun snap. Throws it. Pass complete to number 13, Cedric, touchdown. That's touchdown's fourth reception of the night. He did have a touchdown get called back. What do you think here, Dad?
Well, I think there's a flag in the backfield. It's in the backfield.
Did they hit Bales or
I don't know if they hit Bales or if it's holding. We'll see.
Well, they're backing up. Looks like it's holding, Dad. Holding on North Forsyth, so that'll set them at 1st and 20. .226 to play. Bales takes a shotgun snap and almost intercepted. Looks like Howard and Aiken weren't on the same page as Bales, and Bales just threw it to space, and it was almost picked off by number 3.
Yeah, it looked like
Abraham Camaro.
It looked like Bales was throwing a hard slant route, and nobody ran the slant route.
There were 2 goes, no slants though. .222 left to play in the game. Bales still in at quarterback. To the right, to the left. Perez picks up a great block. Bales over the middle. almost intercepted again by number 3, Abraham Kamara.
That was great coverage. There were 3 people there.
Yes, it was. You think if there were 3 people on touchdown, there had to be somebody open.
You're right, but even saying that, Bales still almost gunned it in there.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a great throw by Bales. Did you see Perez's block? That was a great block on the end, coming around the edge.
Perez is a strong kid. He's shown you tonight.
Draw to Perez, and Perez wolfed down in the backfield. Loss of about 1. Well, it's been a tough night for North to run the ball. Other than Trigg's touchdown in the first half, they haven't been able to get much going, at least in the fourth quarter.
Not consistently tonight, no, and that was a problem last week against South.
Last week, they were there before Bales even got the snap. Bales takes a shotgun snap on 4th and 27. Throws it over the middle, pass complete to number 9, Down Mullen. He gets yanked down by number 27, J.R. Brockman. Good pass, good play. Not enough for the Raider first down. West Forsyth takes over with 1:39.
And that's kind of the story of the night. We've had some good plays, but obviously not good enough. And West, you know, when you win games like this, what do? West had the 1 turnover late, but other than that, they were turnover free. When they got in the red zone, they put points on the board. From a special team standpoint, West was pretty solid tonight. We had no kickoff returns.
No,
they had a 60-plus yard punt, so field position was kind of on their side tonight as well. And it took us too long to figure out how to stop West's running plays. And again, turnovers. In the last 2 weeks, 6 turnovers, 28 points given up on those turnovers.
That's right. Four of Bale's picks have been returned for touchdowns. West still playing hard. Hand off to number 2, Cade Vila. Bounces off a tackler. Looks like Faulkner hit him first, but Vila picks up about 5. It'll be 2nd and... Nah, they're marking him... Looks like he picked up 3, so 2nd and 7. They mark him at the Raider 44.
Well, I'd like to say this. I know that our kids are disappointed in tonight, and you know what, you should be. You lost on senior night. That stinks. But when you think about where this team was a year ago, right now, with no shot at the playoffs, when you think about some of the struggles that North has had over the years, I mean, it's been a long time since we went to the playoffs. I think it was either 2013 or 2014. You know, we're going to the playoffs this year. There's still a lot to be proud about. There's still a lot to be excited about. There's still a lot of good young players that are going to be coming up in the future. You're going to get Slayton back next year. There's a lot of good things going on for North Forsyth football. This has been an exciting year anyway.
Yes,
and you hate to say goodbye to this senior group, because these kids are fighters and workers, and I can't say enough good things about them. But you know, it would be great to finish strong and win one next week that you're not supposed to win. Maybe pick up another one in the playoffs. They're certainly capable of it. But you know, again, you lose one like this tonight. It's tough. We've had 2 tough sort of back-to-back losses now.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do against Milton. But this has not been a disappointing season.
No, not by any means.
By any means.
West Forsyth, past 2 plays, takes 2 knees, and your final score in Raider Valley: West Forsyth 35, North Forsyth 16. Thanks for listening. This is the Raider Sports Network.